Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your weekly reading. This will be for the 26th to the 1st of September. So I'm going to dive into it. What do you think? Again, I am still moving around, seeing what areas of the house I would like to record in and what's best for everybody. Just a reminder, this is not my place, so I'm not going to be painting the walls and all that crazy stuff. But I am going to try find a comfortable space for the both of us. And I quite like this. I feel like I'm in a jungle a little bit. Let me know what you guys think. But apart from that, let's dive into the reading. I like that you'll be able to see the cards as well a bit. So let's see. For my lovely Sagittarian spirit for this week. Also, I was a bit ill. So if that, if my voice sounds a little bit like that, I'm fine now. It's just my voice is still recovering. But let's jump into the reading. All right, for Sagittarius, please. New life. Love that. Look at this. Feels like a breath of fresh air. You're being reborn. She's coming out that egg. She's kind of being renewed. So some of you guys are stepping into a new life this week, a new energy. Maybe you just feel different. I will dive deeper into that. So let's see why you feel this way. But this is a really amazing card to come up already. Okay. Let's see. For Sagittarius this week. The thinking woman. I'm hearing the word empowered. So this can be you, could be somebody around you. For a lot of you, you could really be, your head could be going a bit crazy. All right, with ideas, trying to figure out what it is that you want to do. Maybe you're having a lot of ideas about your future, planning, prepping. It's a lot going on in your mind. With thinking woman, maybe you're diving deep into some research, trying to figure things out. What do I want to do? I feel like the empowered energy that I'm picking up on feels like you're just feeling ambitious. You're feeling ready. You're feeling open, which I kind of like this. For some of you, the thinking woman could be somebody around you, okay? It could be somebody who's very knowledgeable, very intelligent, or again, that could be you, but somebody who might be able to give you some good advice, or tell you something that is really going to help you with this new life of yours. But let's carry on. It's very good energy already for Sagittarius. Please spirit a keyword for them this week. You have humor. You're being called to bring humor into a situation. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Like I want to say, like they're asking, like, are you a comedian or are you just very funny? Like all right, anyway, humor coming through. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Maybe this is the change. Maybe you're just deciding to find the silver lining here. This golden Buddha here kind of feels like some good luck could be coming in as well. That's interesting. Feels like your attitude is shifted. Sagittarius. Despondence. Interesting. I don't know if you just saw that. It came up right underneath and pushed this thinking woman, which is interesting. Okay, bear with me, because the despondence card is really about feeling unhappy. It's like, I'm not very happy with my life, but I don't have the energy to change it. And even when I do try to take the first step, I'm still not happy. It's a card that is a reminder that we need to stay consistent with change and movement in order for things to really, I always say, get the ball rolling. If you're unhappy with where you're at or with who you are, whatever it is to you, then we need to change it. We need to change our routines. We need to change our environment. We need to change the things that we're doing that's draining our energy, making us unhappy. We need to change the people. All right, we can't stay here. Sorry, guys. My camera froze again. So yeah, we can't stay here is basically what I was trying to say. We can't stay in this energy. So the thinking woman, and it pushed it. So there's one thing I want to say. Make sure you're not pushing people away who actually do have really good ideas for you. Because of the despondence energy of feeling kind of depressed, feeling like this is no use. That information is kind of like, I don't want to do that. Be aware of pushing people with good advice away. Because of this despondent energy. Okay, could be just down to some feelings here. Okay, because I think there's something very important about somebody coming in giving you advice. Now, for others of you, it feels like in order, again, to come out this despondent energy, the thinking woman is calling for you to get your brain going. Start diving deep into that research, like we said before, like diving into knowledge, thinking about ideas could really help you to come out this despondent energy. Okay, let's see what else is coming through for you. Imperfection. Now, whenever this card comes in, it's a reminder that things don't need to be perfect in order to grow and evolve still, okay? Sometimes the smallest amount of change can be so rewarding. Sometimes things get overwhelming because we think we have to be perfect, or things have to be exactly this way in order for me to have the success that I want. Like I always use the example of like exercise, because, it's just the first thing that comes to mind, where or any kind of habit or routine, like when we tell ourselves, okay, I need to start doing an hour a day, 4 times a week, whatever, it's so overwhelming. It doesn't have to be like that. I know it's not perfect, but sometimes 10 minutes a day can eventually get the ball rolling, can get you a bit more excited into doing it, because it's now being incorporated into your routine, and eventually that 10 will turn into 20, and then that will turn into 30 minutes. It's almost like start small. It may not seem perfect, all right, but it's a start, and it's really going to help you out here in anything, whether it's reading a book, all right, she's reading a book here, or whether it is about bringing the lighter side of life into your daily basis. It's almost like things don't have to be perfect, okay, and you don't have to be perfect in order to be successful either. You are who you are. I feel like this is what the new life is about, is that you're kind of embracing imperfection, recognizing that things don't have to be perfect in order to grow. Okay, right, let's get you another one from this deck. Apologies for having to edit the video just because of the cameras playing up. It does that sometimes. Sagittarius and rejection. This has been coming up a lot for people. I think it's normal for everyone to be fearful of rejection, and that's why we kind of play it small, or he kind of seems like he's having like a creative block because he's worried about other people's opinions. So I'd say don't put yourself in a box, and don't allow others to put you in a box either. Don't worry about other people's opinions if it's blocking your creativity. And on the other hand as well, rejection is a part of growth. All right, rejection is a part of success. We have to understand what the mistakes are, or what we need to work on in order to grow and evolve. And we also we don't need to face rejection to have success, but it is just a part of the journey. We're not always going to be accepted in some places. We're not always going to, be successful with every opportunity that we have here. It's about understanding, what can I learn from this? Okay. And how can I see the lighter side of this as well? Okay. And also, so that you don't worry about being perfect, or being perfect in the eyes of others. All right. Let's get you an animal spirit. For Sagittarius, you have Coyote spirit. This is trust in divine detours. And that is very interesting, because it's very similar to what we've been saying, that things don't have to be perfect. When we think we're being rejected from something, and, we have to kind of take a different path, one that we didn't really want to begin with, eventually that might actually lead you to meeting a person who's incredible for you, or meeting a person who has really amazing advice, even if it's just, your road is closed that you usually take to go to work, and you have to go another way around. You end up sitting in traffic, and you're like, oh my goodness, but then you look to your side, somebody's got really great advice for you, or like you connect with somebody. What it means is that not everything has to be in your control. Okay, when we leave it up to the universe, we allow that magic to flow in, that magic of amazing coincidences, okay, of fate to step in. So trust in divine detours, okay? What may be rejection could be redirection into something incredible for you. Okay? All right, am I blind? Where's my tarot deck? Oh, it's here. I am so... You guys being forgetful this week as well? Like, for a second I couldn't see it. All right, let's see. Let's get an overall 3 cards, please, for the overall energy of this week for Sagittarius. Okay. All right, Ace of Wands, love that. Yeah, the Death card. I wanted to say kaboom, like I just see kaboom, which kind of is like explosive, right? So something explosive could be happening this week. The Death card is about change and transformation. So maybe this change and transformation is just explosive, but it is granting you a new life. Now, I am sensing that you guys do have a little bit of some haters around you. We've had this come up in your readings a little bit. There's a few ways I want to say this. You are changing Again, do not worry about immature energies around you who are going to nitpick what it is that you're doing, how you're doing it, and who you are. Okay? Because on the other side of this opinion of somebody is a brand new beginning, is passion, is ambition. What we were picking up earlier is a great idea, maybe even as well. All right. Maybe it's even your own judgment of yourself. Why am I doing this? This is so silly. You know, especially if you're putting yourself out there or doing something that, again, is outside your comfort zone. You could be your own inner critic. But that Page of Swords is reminding me of a critic here. Right. What else am I getting from this? So it's a transformative week. Page of Swords can also be just like that thinking woman. You diving deep into research, into knowledge, trying to understand the deeper layers of something here this week. And that's where a new beginning comes through. New environment, new job, maybe even as well. New passion, new energy is happening for you guys this week. Let's carry on though. Let's see what else is coming through for you guys. Sorry, like I feel a bit cold on my fingers, hurt. I turned the AC off. Right, let's see. Sagittarius's energy this week, the overall energy of them. 3 cards. I did see that. Sorry, I had a noise. Right, and another noise. So much going on. 3 of Swords underneath the Death card here. That's pain. You guys could be feeling a bit heartbroken this week. All right, or reflecting on past heartbreaks as well. Okay, or again, this could be some kind of rejection or ending, a kaboom. Maybe it's upsetting for you, but it does feel like, again, it's granting you this new life. And by the way, this Death card, your people are trying to stop it, but they can't. That's what it means. It's kind of inevitable change. This is outside of your control, most likely as well. 3 of Swords coming through underneath that. You also have the 9 of Wands, which is in your energy, the wounded warrior. Makes sense with the heartbroken energy as well. And the King of Wands, which is also your energy too. Great thing is underneath the Ace of Wands. So I feel like you're going to come out of this energy, which is amazing. We will speak about that in a second. But that wounded warrior, look at this underneath the critic. It's like you're protecting yourself from these opinions. Maybe having, like maybe distancing yourself from people. Negative people could be important for you guys this week because it just feels like you're ready to put something to rest with that 9 of Wands. The next step is the 10 of Wands, really releasing something, finally coming to the end of a very difficult chapter, reaching your destination. Feels like you guys have been through, I'm hearing, an uphill battle, and things have been heavy for you. You've had to carry a lot with you. You had a lot of responsibilities is what that means, or baggage maybe even as well. But you're finally going to be able to let that go, guys, which I love. And I'm going to clarify your reading because it feels like it's going deep. And I do want to find out what that heartbreak is really kind of coming from as well. And they're just highlighting, these are from 3 different things, 3 different people, 3 different events. Feels like it's really kind of piling up on you, But you do the King of Wands here. So despite your feelings of being hurt, feeling guarded, all right, the King of Wands feels like that silver lining, feels like that humor. And this is just naturally your personality. Even though on the inside, you might be feeling heartbroken and guarded, the King of Wands is very ambitious, okay, and he's also very charismatic. He has a lot of character about him. He's very bubbly. He's very he's got great leadership skills, so you guys do have that natural trait about yourself. You have great ideas, just like the King of Wands is. This is your energy this week, so it's good. But he just feels like a jokester. He's very passionate, and he's very, it's fiery energy. When you imagine fiery people, they got great personalities. So this is what you guys are embodying this week. And also he has those lizards around him, and also lions. You have strength, you have courage, especially as a wounded warrior. You've been through a lot. And although it's definitely taking its toll on you, maybe mentally, it's kind of weighing you down a bit, weighing your heart down even as well. You have the ability to adapt through these situations because you've learned that through your life, unfortunately, through very difficult situations. But it is a strength of yours. Your ability to pivot, to adapt. Because you're the Ace of Wands here, with the King of Wands, it feels like you are going to naturally find another idea to come away from the situation, okay, to move away from something painful. Let's get some extra messages, then we will We will kind of clarify these cards as well to get more messages out of them. But Coyote Spirit is highlighting, they're showing me, they're kind of pointing over here. This death card and this pain could be some form of rejection, could be, again, an ending out of your control that is in the form of a divine detour, okay, for a new life. Just remember that. All right, any other messages for this week for Sagittarius? Wow, look at them like turning the Nine of Wands sideways with incredible, I really want to I want to almost cry with incredible cards. 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. Are you freaking joking? And they've turned this to the side here. And they're kind of showing me, like, they're saying it's a pathway. The Nine of Wands, your ability to defend yourself, to protect yourself, to keep pushing, and that last straw, you know, like, not the last straw in a bad way, but it's like that last push, like, I'm not dealing with this anymore. Once you've had enough of something, truly, you know, when you kind of, sometimes it happens when you reach the, you know, rock bottom, or when you deal with enough heartache that you go, I'm not dealing with that anymore. Like, this is the last straw for me. You're anticipating something, and this becomes a pathway from the Three of Swords, pain, to being in this leadership position, being kind of back as yourself again on the throne. So whether that means that you're going to be in some form of like authority position, or whether this is just you taking control of your life or getting back on the throne again, self-value, self-esteem, self-worth, feeling in tip-top condition, they're saying. The Nine of Wands becomes a pathway towards these incredible tens. This is financial abundance, and this is also an abundance of finances and wealth and stability, and also happiness and fulfillment. And that rainbow represents, after a lot of difficulty, after the storm in your life, there is so much happiness coming through and celebration for what it is that you have at the end of it, at the end of that storm. Incredible. Let's get one more. Judgment is here as well. Release, surrender, like letting go of the chapter, finally rising up from the ashes here. One more for Sagittarius this week. The Strength card. I'm just happy for you. All right, Leo energy, but this is really about, there's different ways that I describe this card. Now, the first one, it's about your strength and courage to keep pushing, guys. Really, really is. To not accept defeat. You guys never do. But maybe you've been struggling a bit lately, you know, feeling like, oh, it's just one thing after the other, you know, especially with that death card and divine detours. But I think you're going to recognize that you're going to reach this success. It's here for you. It's already here for you. But the main reason why you're going to reach this success is not only because of the fact that that's where you're heading, that's the goal, and the divine detours that are taking you there, but it's also your strength and courage to keep pushing despite when life feels like, oh my God, it's never ending. You know, I feel like I have to say, like, you could have gave up, but you didn't, and I'm so proud of you for that, and Spirit is proud of you, because under all this crap we have amazing energy. The Ace of Wands, King of Wands, and the Strength card in your kind of future position. That is a brand new beginning. You being on the throne, you having, maybe you're starting your own business, you know, you're calling the shots, you know, or you're just feeling more confident about yourself. You have more people around you. I feel like if you're not extroverted now, you definitely are going to be. If you've not been feeling yourself and usually are an extrovert, then you are going to be more in that position, because this just feels like, I'm hearing hosting, but like it just feels like you're finally on the throne again, and you don't care what people say about that either. Strength card. Another thing I want to say about this before we move on to these beautiful energies is also that you've been able to balance both of these sides. You know, the Lion and the Maiden is kind of a lesson about these two traits, these two beautiful but opposite energies that we have within ourselves. The Lion is our survival mode. It's our a beast mode, you know, the mode that needs to come out to protect ourselves, which you've had for a while. It's the the protection, the survival instincts. When you think of when you need the lion, right? That's where it comes in. It's your strength. But you're also having strength within the maiden energy, which is about understanding to being open and vulnerable, to be kind and compassionate and caring is also a major strength, especially because the story of this is she is putting her hand in the lion's mouth. Usually she's opening the mouth and people are like, you're crazy, that thing's gonna eat you up. But because she's showing compassion and kindness to that lion side, they become friends. They become friends, and she is showing strength and courage, and that is being respected from that lion. So for some of you, if you've been out of sorts with these characters within yourself, maybe you need to instead of dismissing your shadow side, that beast mode within yourself, and dismissing it, giving it grace can actually help you befriend your own self, or respecting the strength it takes to be vulnerable and kind. I feel like there's a merging of those energies. Anyway, very random, just for someone out there. Let's have a little look at the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. This is a really amazing stuff for like finances. We have choice coming through here, love maybe even as well. Okay, you could end up in a really amazing relationship with somebody where there is a lot of growth together, you know, building a legacy together. Maybe that's where you meet somebody. Maybe the King of Wands is your soulmate, regardless of gender. That could be what it is here. This situation is helping, this redirection might be the path to the King of Wands. This heartache was a path to your soulmates. An interesting way of looking at it. Depends on your situation though, of course. But maybe a very important choice you guys make to start a new life is what leads towards this legacy and happiness. Let's look at the Death card. What's transforming in your life? It really is like ending an old chapter. The Six of Cups is nostalgia. It's the past. The Wild card as well is a new cycle. So the Death card and the Wild is just confirmation that definitely a new cycle is happening here. I feel like you're changing. I definitely am picking up on that, by the way. Like, you're no longer your past self. That's one thing I will say. There's a glow up. There's a glow up coming from you. I like that. But it's also you releasing the past version of yourself, the past people in your life, the past situation that you've been in. And the Page of Swords, Six of Wands. Like, I just feel like when you are up on this high horse and you are finding success, all right, and you're gaining confidence in yourself, you're always going to have that one jealous person who's watching and who doesn't like it. So it's just trying to, you know, clip your wings, almost trying to get you down. But if you continue with your confidence and don't lower to their level and even just drown out the noise, again, you're going to reach that Ace of Wands. It feels like this is where you're going. This Death card, this change within yourself, is leading you towards success. And without realizing, I kind of swapped them out. Let this person not be a part of your life. Let them be in the sidelines watching, because they are. Okay, whoever this is, jealousy, whatever it is, whether it's your own inner critic or somebody else around you, put them to the side. Let's replace it with success and confidence. I love that. Okay, anyway, I think I've spoken enough. Incredible reading. I really felt quite emotional for you there actually as well. I hope it helped you in some way. Please let me know if it did. Let me know how it resonated. I'd love to know. I always do. But I wish you guys all the best, and I will see you guys next time, all right?